you want to call it, than really building character and letting the person develop himself. And then you got to have the wisdom to know when the wrong people are on the wrong bus. Say, this bus is on the destiny of prophecy. Well, I don't know, I was looking more for a preaching Holy Ghost-filled church. Well, we Holy Ghost-filled, we preach, but that's not our main thrust. This is prophecy. You're on the wrong bus, but there is a bus that is headed down your place, and at 1:15 every Sunday, the whole church is up on their feet, and the organist is in the key of G.
That's the way out.
And they'll be shouting by 1:35. They'll make their altar call, say the final benediction, and welcome first-time visitors. And the preacher will be at the back door. That's the bus you need to be on. But if you're on the prophecy bus and you are in the master's class, we start at 12, but service will probably not be over until 6. What are y'all doing in there all that time? We're headed towards a destination. And then after you get on the bus, we have to begin to make sure that all the right people, because you got to have right people on the bus, but sitting in the wrong seat. So now, a great leader and CEO can spot when the right person is in the wrong seat. And when you get the right people in the right seat, you're beginning to build a great company and you're moving towards a great destiny.
My God.
Yes.
These are just things that I'm studying, because one of the things I'm beginning to understand is that good is an enemy to great.
Good is an enemy to great.
Yes, good is an enemy to great. Because once you are doing something well and doing it good, most people don't move to doing it great. And once you settle for goodness, you eliminate greatness. Because you got to hate your good to come to great.
Yes.
And I know I'm jumping all ahead of myself, but I'm just excited because, see, a lot of times people, they may have a talent, but they are satisfied that they got a talent, but they don't want to develop the talent into greatness. And in order to develop something into greatness, you got to put time into it. When there's no time in it, greatness is eliminated from it.
Right.
You can be good at it,
Right.
but you won't be great at it.
Wow.
And there's a difference.
Jesus.
And when a person is moving towards greatness, they could be a sleeper. There could be others ahead of them because what all they're doing is establishing a pattern of greatness. But when they jump out, they're going to jump out and be like a slingshot. It's like a comeback. They're creating tension down here. Because, see, you can't become great unless you can know when to let people go. You got to know that. One of the other things that I was also reading is that they says that greatness comes. A lot of times people don't come into greatness because the dog didn't bark. And in Sherlock Holmes, they were trying to find the criminal. And they couldn't understand why they couldn't find the criminal, but they couldn't find the criminal because the dog wouldn't bark.
Wow.
Sometimes the criminal is a friend to the barking dog. And when you have a company that people refuse to snitch, poor people won't snitch. Rich people snitch all day long. Why? Because if they don't bark, it costs them and the destiny of the corporation. You don't cover a person by not telling. you cover them by barking and sounding an alarm that something is wrong. And so a lot of times people suffer in silence because they become a friend of a criminal in the institution. And when they do not bark, it causes the company from reaching greatness.
Wow.
That's good.
That's interesting.
Why have some of you not gone to greatness in your own life? Because you refuse to bark. And anytime you're the dog that won't bark or the person that won't holler, something is wrong here. Then it also signifies greatness. You don't have the pattern of greatness in you. You may be full of goodness, but goodness is an enemy to greatness. They're a good person. I respect that, but I was looking for great people. They don't qualify. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And let me get ready to close on this note here. Prayer is the art of assuming the feeling of being and having that which you want. When the senses confirm the absence of your wish, all conscious efforts to counteract this suggestion is futile and tend to intensify this suggestion. So here we go. Prayer is the art of yielding to the wish and not the forcing of the wish. Wow. And we'll close on that note.